You are tuned in to another edition of Americana Music Profiles, brought to you by Americana Rhythm Music Magazine and AmericanaMusicMagazine.com. I'm your host, Greg Tutwiler. Let's jump right in to the next exciting interview. Barbara Jo Kammer has just released her second CD, Big Blue Sky in the Morning. She didn't release her first CD until she was in her early 60s. She got to work with guest artists Greg Blake and Darrell Scott for this production. Barbara Jo is my guest on this edition of Americana Music Profiles as we talk about the experience of making her second CD recording. Good afternoon, Barbara. Welcome to the podcast today. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, Greg. I can't tell you how happy I am to be with you today.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to talk to you again. We've done this before, and so it's so much fun to have another reason to get together and talk again.
Yes, I'm very excited to talk to you about my second album.
Yeah, that is so cool. So we've already talked in length, but in case people haven't had a chance to listen to the other one, give me a real quick background. This is your second CD, but your first CD, you kind of started a little bit late in life recording your music, right?
Oh, I sure did. I believe I was 62 years old, and it actually was a celebration of 10 years in recovery from drugs and alcohol for me.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had an opportunity through Casey Groves, my producer in Lyons, Colorado here. She's the one who really made it all possible for me to make my very first album called One Song at a Time.
Mm-hmm.
And the songs on that album, as well as on my second, are really a reflection of my journey in recovery. But it was really special to be able to do my first album and have it be a celebrating 10 years after struggling for over 40 years.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So the second CD, Big Blue Sky, is certainly another great milestone for you. Tell me a little bit about that project and how it came to be. I don't remember. Was this? Did you have in mind when you did the first one that you would like to do a second one? How did this second one come about?
Well, I was so happy with having the opportunity to actually do an album, my first album, and I knew at that time that I really would like to do another one, and it just happened to work out timing-wise for me to put out my sophomore album this year. We released it June 1st, but I definitely enjoyed the experience so much, and having the opportunity to go into the recording studio with all of these amazing players from Colorado's Front Range. I mean, the best of the best. Casey knows them all. And I was so grateful to be able to have almost the whole same crew for the second time around.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was really, really exciting and wonderful to be able to reconnect with them. And at that time, we were able to go into the recording studio. It was before this pandemic started, so I was really grateful that we had that opportunity, especially with how tough things are now for everybody in the music business.
Oh,
and just everyone in the country and all over the world. So, so I knew that I wanted to continue. My goal really is to offer any kind of hope or comfort that I can through my music, and
you kind of have a mission anyway, right? I think I understand, and I remember that you do music therapy for elder folks. Is that right?
I sure do.
Yeah,
that is my main amazingly wonderful job that I've been able to. I graduated from Naropa in 2000 with my master's in music therapy, and so I I figured out when I was at school what population I really wanted to work with, and it was elders. And so I've been going to the retirement communities with all different levels of continuum of care, and offering up my music. And I take my bandmates. I did take my bandmates with me when we could all go inside, and oftentimes there'd be 5 or 6 of us just having a great old time with the folks, and a lot of chair dancing and singing along, a hooting and hollering, and we really lifted people's spirits. And now I go to the retirement communities and I sing outside, and oftentimes it's through open windows. I've also been in courtyards, singing up to people's balconies, and so it's completely different now. But I'll tell you what, Greg, I mean, I'm just really glad that I can do that by myself right now. My bandmates have come with me once when we went to a retirement community that had a huge indoor courtyard area, and so we were able to socially distance, all 6 of us, and do a really wonderful performance for the folks inside, listening through the open windows. And actually some of them did, because they were quite far away, they could come out and they could hear us. We were all, we had our PA system going and our condenser microphones, and everything worked out really well. But for the most part, the communities prefer to just have me come. And I'm so grateful to I just have to say this, I'm so grateful to my husband, because he carries my sound equipment, sets it up for me, takes it down. He also gets up and sings with me.
Oh, wow.
On,
that's cool.
Some of the gospel tunes. And the folks, they just love it when he gets up.
That's awesome.
Got a great voice and adds harmony. So it's really, I'm happy I'm so lucky, actually, to be able to do that now.
Yeah, and to be able to keep doing it. And certainly you are offering a service that to a community that has really been hit hard. When you talk about the music community being really hit, but the elderly population, and especially depending on which state you're in, I mean, even in some cases their families can't come in to see them. So to be able to bring somebody like yourself in from the outside and bring some sort of distraction and some hope to them, I'm sure is much appreciated.
Yeah, so most of the places that I go to, the families aren't able to enter, or a lot of them are like that. So, yeah, it's a difficult situation for so many people right now. But music, music is just so healing, and I can't tell you how great I feel, or the feeling I get when I can see their faces sometimes through the window, and I just
I bet you can. That's cool.
It means so much to me.
Now, the music that you play for those folks, do you do some of your material off of your CDs, or are you trying to do cover material that reaches sort of their generation? I do all of that. I do classic country. I'll do the oldies for the greatest generation songs that they recognize and sing along with. They love the classic country. They love singing along in the songs that they remember. And then I also will throw in, occasionally a song from both of the CDs. Yeah.
And they seem to really, really appreciate that too. Yeah.
And your band, if I've got this right, the Hippie Buckaroos, is that the name of the band?
Yep, Barbara Joe and the Hippie Buckaroos.
and you guys actually got some recognition here not too long ago, right? As for your cover band work.
Oh, we were in the top 10 for Colorado's cover bands in 2016. So it was a little bit ago, but we were thrilled to be recognized that way. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you're also a fledgling songwriter too yourself. Is that true?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Greg. I wrote my second recorded song for my second album.
Yeah.
The with the same title, and I was inspired the exact same way to write this song while I was walking my dogs around Wanaka Lake here that's so close to where we live. It's a beautiful little tiny lake, and we're up there almost every day with our dogs. And it was a gorgeous fall day, and then that's just, it just was an intervention of grace, and I just was very inspired, I was very inspired, and then so I was really happy to be able to write my second song, which is very short.
Yeah, but that's
very short, a cappella with body percussion.
Yeah, that's neat though that you got the inspiration that way to do that. Is that something that you would like to do more of? Is that part of where you hope to go with your career? Is more songwriting and original material?
I would very much like to do that. When I was at Naropa, I did have the opportunity to write a song with one of my music therapy classmates for another classmate's wedding, and that was really a wonderful thing to be able to do that. And I do recall early in my music therapy career writing a song for the volunteers that worked at this one wonderful place, and because they were having a big celebration to honor the volunteers, and so I was able to write a little song, just a little song for them, and it worked out well. So yes, I'd really like to work on my songwriting.
Yeah. So the new CD is Big Blue Sky in the Morning, right? Is that the name of it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And you got to work with a couple of noted artists, Greg Blake and Darrell Scott.
Greg Blake, Darrell Scott, and Molly O'Brien.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
And so.
And did they? What was their role in helping you with the project?
Adding their harmonies, and then Darrell Scott added his harmony to Revival, and Molly O'Brien added harmonies on more than one song. She did the title song, "Big Blue Sky in the Morning," that I wrote. She added a beautiful harmony to that, and then like 2 or 3 other songs on the album. And Greg and I did another duet together. So that song's called "A Perfect World." I told Casey that I was interested in singing a song for my husband.
Neat.
She introduced me to this song called "A Perfect World," written by Kate Campbell, and it was beautiful and it was perfect. And I'm so glad I was able to. That Greg was able to be my duet partner once again, as well as add his amazing harmonies on other songs throughout the album. So, I couldn't be happier about it all.
Did you get to work with them directly in the studio, or was this more kind of remotely?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I got directly with Molly and Greg. Darrell added his harmony. He's in Nashville, so that's a little harder for him.
Yeah.
Or for me, he was able to, add his harmony like we're able to do with the amazing technology that we have these days.
And the album, so it hasn't been out very long then, correct? Is it available now?
It's available now on all the platforms and also on my website, BarbaraJoKammer.com. And it was released June 1st. So it's only been a little while, not too long though.
What looking ahead, I know that we're kind of all still trying to figure out this pandemic and what life looks like. But if we get a quote normal life again here soon, what does it look like with you with this CD? Do you get to take the band and take the music around? Are you more still kind of predominantly working with the older folks in that community, or how does it look for you to get this music out to your fans?
Well, we are predominantly a music therapy band, but I have but I also take my CDs with me everywhere I go, and I have a wonderful radio promotions person helping me with the folk radio side of things, and then also a great publicist from Nashville, Claire Ratliff.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
My friend, she helped me the first time around, and is helping me again. But to me, it's mostly about if it can just help one person, I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really about giving people some comfort and joy and maybe a little hope, especially now.
Sure.
With the way our world is.
Well, we certainly need a double helping of that with everything that's going on today. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have thoughts of what could be next? Is there a third project in mind somewhere out there?
Actually, Casey and I have discussed that possibility, Greg, and we're focusing mostly right now on the second album, but
sure.
Absolutely I hope and plan to do a third album.
Yeah.
Yeah. My nickname is the Singing Cowgirl.
Okay.
With the album.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I presume maybe trying to write again for that record too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have to do that, and I would really like to have more than just one song.
Yeah.
On the third album. So I have my work cut out for me, but when it comes, and so I think for me it's about just being able to get myself into that precious place where I'm able to receive guidance and inspiration, divine inspiration, because I truly believe that's what really happened for me both of these times with the song from my first album and the winning side, and now for Big Blue Sky in the Morning, and so I know that yeah.
Yeah. So tell us again how people can reach out if they want to learn more about your music mission, and if they want to listen to the new record, get a copy of it. What's the best way to reach you and get in touch?
Well, the best way is to go to my website, BarbaraJoKammer.com. BarbaraJoKammer.com, and both my albums are there, and also my story and my mission, and that's a good place to find me. And I'm also have an artist page on Facebook. I have a channel on YouTube. So I guess I'm in all of the different places where artists get their music out, the different platforms, Amazon, Spotify. So I'm there if anyone is interested, and
all the regular places. Yeah.
All the regular places. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Barbara Jo. This has been fun getting to talk to you again, and I'm so excited for your new record, and I'm glad that you listened to the spirit moving you to write your next recorded song, and certainly wish you the best with the music ministry, and I hope you get the whole band together again soon with that too, because I know folks certainly appreciate that.
Well, I know that we will, Greg, and we look forward to that. And if anything, maybe we'll be doing something online, through Zoom, or just figure out how to make sure we continue to get to our wonderful folks in the retirement community.
Yeah, very good. Well, thanks, Barbara.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks again for tuning in to this episode of Americana Music Profiles. Find us on iTunes at Americana Music Profiles and on the internet at AmericanaRhythm.com.